Guys, I have great news. If you like excitement in your life, and if you don't like it, it might be bad news. Putin says Russia has tested next-generation nuclear weapon. That is from about a year ago, but we didn't know about anything. No, wait, this is the Burevestnik. No, this is the thing that they're referring to. That's an older article. We found the launch site. This is a nothing burger. Let me get to that myself, okay? U.S. researchers find probable launch site of Russia's new nuclear-powered missile. It's a nuclear-powered cruise missile. How wild is that? Okay, wait for it, okay? NATO Command has dubbed it the SSC-X9 Skyfall. How cool is that? You know there's a guy at NATO Command who's been like, yes, finally! You know, for waiting for like, how long has it been? 13, 14 years? To dub something that name? Nuke engine, but conventional warhead? Nope, nuclear engine, nuclear warhead. Anyway, Putin described it as invincible because he's like a comedy man, you know? He's like a joke comedy man. Putin has said the weapon has almost unlimited range and can evade U.S. missile defenses, but some Western experts dispute his claims and the Burevestnik's strategic value, saying it does not add capabilities that Moscow does not already have and risks a radiation-spewing mishap. That is correct. This doesn't do anything. He thinks he made a Metal Gear. Yeah, it's like a thoroughly useless piece of technology. But it does signify, I don't know, desperation. The Wunderwaffen 2.0. Why would you need a nuclear engine on a nuclear cruise missile? What does a nuclear engine do for you? The whole point of nuclear engines is that they're efficient and they can run for a long time. It's a missile. It stops running after a little while. It only means that if it, like, on the way, you get, like, the radiation spillover. Makes it a dirty bomb. It's already a nuclear weapon. But, yeah. The point is that it can go around for months beforehand. Why would you want to do that? It's a cruise missile. It stays in atmosphere, you know? It can only go so fast. Like, just have it orbit around forever? But why? Just in case you want to circumnavigate the world 30 times? For the nothing ever happens, something that sounds like a happening but is a nothing burger? That's my point. It's desperation, I think, to tout something like this. One of 6 new Russian strategic weapons unveiled by Putin in 2018. It already had an accident. The Russian nuclear agency Rosatom confirmed a release of radioactivity at the State Central Navy testing range at Nyonoska. Nyo, that sounds like a cat girl thing to say. Nyonoksa. 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 Wait, Nyonoksa. Nyonoksa. Like that, you know? Near Severodvinsk in northern Russia, linked to an accident following the test of an isotope powered source. 5 weapons scientists were killed in the accident. We need to denuclear. When the war is over, we need to denuclearize Russia because I really don't think they have the safety standards to they shouldn't be working with this stuff, you know? According to CNBC, the explosion occurred during an attempt to recover a missile from the seabed, which was lost during a previously failed test. Much like the Nazis, Vatnik superweapons exist primarily to kill Vatniks, you know? Like, it's I don't know, maybe we should just let them cook. Because like they seem to be getting more of their own. It was like how the VDV did their like airfield drop during the opening days of the Ukrainian war, and they dropped a bunch of people into the Dnieper. Or no, was it the river or was it the sea? Where did they drop all those people into? Both? Both. At the ceremony of presentation of posthumous awards to the dead men's families, Vladimir Putin stated the scientists killed in the explosion on the 8th of August had been testing an unparalleled weapon. We are talking about the most advanced and unparalleled technical ideas and solutions about weapons designed to ensure Russia's sovereignty and security for decades to come. It's a useless weapon. Was this accident a nuclear explosion? Yeah, I think it was a release of radioactivity following an explosion, but it wasn't like a nuke going off. How can something called Skyfall be useless? The thing that kills me is that they called it Skyfall, and it's literally not even a ballistic missile. It's a cruise missile. Wouldn't you call a ballistic missile Skyfall? Or like an orbital weapon? Why would you use that name for a weapon that doesn't leave the atmosphere? NATO really dropped the ball on this one, I think. It's a waste of a great name. Yeah. They really wanted to use it. Like, it shows, I think this shows desperation both from Russia and NATO Command Naming Committee, you know? We're too excited. What are the other super weapons? The Avangard Hypersonic Glide Vehicle, reportedly capable at traveling at re-entry speeds over Mach 25. Okay. Hypersonic Glide Vehicle that can be carried as a MIRV payload, deliver both nuclear and conventional payload. So what? This just goes up into space, and then it's an ICBM that steers better? Can't our ICBMs already basically hit like the flies off a wing? Like, they're aiming from space. You have re-entry rockets to guide it, right? Like, do you not already have essentially like perfect? Theirs can't. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about our ICBMs. My apologies. MIRV. Yeah. It's like, and you're using a nuke here, right? You don't have to be that accurate. Did I say the flies off a wing? I was thinking wings off a fly. It's hard being a streamer and misspeaking all the time. All right, what about the other 4 super weapons? The 3M22 Zircon scramjet-powered anti-ship hypersonic cruise missile has a reported top speed of Mach 9. And this one's been used. They used it in the invasion of Ukraine. That's cool. I mean, it's not, but you know, we love to see a super weapon that can be used. How did they use it in the invasion of Ukraine? Did it work? Well, that's what I'm looking at. Okay. On the 25th of March, 2024, they used 2 Zircon hypersonic missiles to strike decision-making centers in the center of Kiev. They hit Kiev with these? Both missiles hit their intended targets, according to Russian state media sources, which was reported to be in SBU Quarter and Zuliani Airport. Ukrainian sources claim both missiles were successfully intercepted by air defense systems. Okay, there is no... One of these... They were intercepted at Mach 9? Major Ilya Yevlesh, spokesman for the AFU, claimed the Patriot and SEMTI systems are capable of destroying the Zircon in the terminal phase when the missile is expected to slow to speeds around Mach 4.5. Which Western defense analysts, such as former Royal Navy Commander Tom Sharp, agree is likely correct based on analysis similar. Well, I'm going to trust Ukraine over Russia on this. I guess they managed to intercept these missiles that are meant to go, like, crazy fast. That's cool. All right, well, that's great. The KH-47M2 Kinzhal hypersonic air-launched ballistic missile. You know what the difference is between Russia and America when it comes to super weapons? Russia never shuts the up about them. They'll scream that everything they're developing is a super weapon. 10% of it actually makes its way to like production, and of it, none of them do the thing they said that they're meant to do, and the things that actually do what they're meant to say they do are just regular weapons. American super weapons cost us $2 trillion a year to fund, but Congress doesn't know how much money they're getting, and we never hear about them. Hypersonic air-launched ballistic missile. Air-launched ballistic missile. I mean, if you wanna... All ballistic missiles are hypersonic. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. They all reach those speeds when they're going back down to Earth. It doesn't steer, and that's what's important in a hypersonic weapon. Yeah, here. Chinese analysts, after reviewing its performance in Ukraine, pointed out it's not really a hypersonic missile since it follows a ballistic trajectory and cannot maneuver at hypersonic speeds. This makes it relatively easy to intercept compared to true hypersonic missiles. They also criticized its accuracy. Oh, from China, too! It hurts. You think you have a friend. The Poseidon unmanned underwater vehicle. So it's just a drone. Okay, is that a super weapon? Okay. The RS-28 Sarmat liquid-fueled MIRV-equipped super heavy ICBM. Super heavy ICBM. You're not making new ICBMs. Get real. Get real. They're making a model one? Yeah. Basically, the super special plane reaches Mach 2, then releases the missile, which makes it hypersonic. The engine can only start once it really hits the high speeds. You think Russia would have, Russia should be like, here's our new super weapon. We just built a factory that makes, like, 17 more World War II era artillery self-propelled vehicles a day, you know? Like, yeah, this factory makes 100,000 artillery shells a week. Like, okay, that's pretty scary. You're not competing with America when it comes to high-tech weaponry. You're just not. You're not doing it. You don't have the sauce. You're built the same. We're built different. I wonder how many of Russia's nukes even work. Probably not that many. Congress mandated the U.S. military to develop hypersonics in response to Russia's claims. Military said it was dumb. Then a year later revealed the fastest, longest range, most maneuverable cruise missile ever made. This literally keeps happening where Russia or China is like, look at our new glorious super weapon. And it's like a cardboard prop of a weapon. Like it's like a press release of a proposed model of something that hasn't even been tested. And then Congress and the American military are like, shit, we got to respond. And then a year later, we reveal like a Metal Gear, you know? But now we have a response. We've done this for like 50 years. The Soviets kept doing that. Now the Chinese do it too. They're like, yeah, we have our, this is our new super weapon. And they're holding up like a crayon drawing. And then we're like, okay, we'll simply develop the F-22. the MiG-25 scaring the shit out of the DoD. Then the F-15 gets 104-0 kill ratio. Yeah. And the like modern Abrams are built off a chassis from the 80s and they're still functionally undefeated. It's like, okay, all right. Maybe we could do with a little bit of healthcare in place of all these sick super weapons we keep making, you know? Our starlights are insane. It genuinely is crazy.